And I'm gonna pass the baton right now to our fearless leader, G Money. He's only 23 years old, making over six figures because he does the right thing. He does his part. All right. And Gio,
I really like making money, man. All right, guys, look, if you're driving, I want you guys to buckle up because I'm going to bring the fire.
hey,
All right, so let's talk about production. This is the number one key that separates the boys from the men, from the girls from the women, you know, the beta from the alpha. You know what I'm talking about? The kings from the peasants. The only thing that we get rewarded for is production. That's the thing, okay? So guys, if you focus on nothing else, but you're good at producing, guess what? You're gonna be highly valued anywhere you go in life. So in this company, like our standard for production is getting 5 verified sales per week. That's literally translating to 1 per day. That's the minimum. Like, you should not be entering the weekend, celebrating, popping bottles, if you're not over here hitting the standard. You guys follow? And that's not even hard, man. Like, we teach you the things to say. We teach you how to work. We teach you where to find territory. We teach you how to act, how to dress, how to look, how to smell. So that's why we have all these meetings, man. It's not hard. You just gotta follow what your leaders are telling you, what we're teaching you. So going back to it, everything, at the end of the day, we are a team, right? So imagine it as a football team, right? To win in a football game, you must outscore the opposition. So in this industry that we're in, there is opposition everywhere from other companies, etc. So maybe you don't care about making a lot of money. If that's the case, that's okay. However, I do not want you on my team. So, but if you don't like making a lot of money, if that's not a big motivator for you, don't do it for yourself, man. Do it for your team, right? Like when I say there's opposition, we need to be hitting 500 installs a month. And the way we do that is by all of us holding each other accountable to hitting the standard, to carrying our own weight. You know what I mean? It's unfair for your teammates to have to pick up the slack just because you can't carry your own weight, you know? So when you don't score, when you go out there in the field and you roll zeros and you're okay with that, you go home, you're leaving at 5:30, you're leaving at 4 because you want to go play basketball, you're like not doing the right things, you're not following the 7 habits, you make it that much harder for like the rest of your brothers and sisters. So it's important that you have that in your head. At the very least, I'm carrying my own weight. At the very least, every day, I'm gonna make 1 sale, minimum. You see guys out there doing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sales in a week, right? So that just goes ahead to show you that if you can't even do 5, like, dude, what are you doing? You're not even trying. Especially on a road trip, man. Like, road trips are where you gotta perform the most, man, because your whole focus is on sales. I hate when guys go on a road trip and they perform average. Man, that shows me that you were partying too much, man. You were bringing too many chicks over. You were, drinking during the week. You weren't really you were not tapping into your full potential and executing to where we need you to be. So we all need to be putting up points. We all need to be carrying our weight. So if this is football, as a metaphor, this is the big leagues, man. We're not in school anymore. I'm not in college anymore. This isn't high school. This isn't freaking hourly job where you make minimum wage. Nah, man, this is the big leagues. If you don't go out there and hunt, if you don't go out there and kill, you don't eat. You don't feed your family. You don't make anybody proud. So we need you guys out there scoring points every single day. at least once a day. Otherwise, like, there's like really no point in you even being here, man. Like, hitting the standard, that's what we need from you guys. 5. And it starts with Monday. So like, if you make a sale on Monday, you're already on track to hit 5 a week. You hit 5 a week, your paycheck is going to be pretty decent compared to the majority of America, right? So like, especially if you're a leader, if you're at leader pay, you get 5 in a week, that's like $1,200 already. $1,200 in a week, that's more than most Americans make in their 2 weeks. So scoring points every single day is really important. And it all starts with 7 habits. You hear us hammering this shit into you guys' head every week, but it's because it works. I'm not an all-star salesman, nor am I an all-star leader by nature. It's all because I follow the habits that, you know, we explained to you. The maintaining the positive attitude, the working the full day, the working territory correctly, obviously recognizing the opportunity. You know, I'm not a superstar because I was born like this. I was a superstar. I am a superstar because I'm a sponge to knowledge. So if someone's freaking successful or they're doing something right, they're getting those big ass fucking paychecks, and I want to listen to what this guy has to say, you know? If he's freaking racking out $5,000 in a week and I'm not doing that yet, I'm going to listen to his advice. It just, you know, he has what I want. I'm going to listen to him and model my behavior as closely as possible. I'm going to be listening attentively. I'm going to be a sponge to the knowledge that he has to bring to the table. So just like these calls, man, if you guys are sleeping and closing your eyes during this fucking call, first of all, you disappoint the fuck out of me. Second of all, you probably won't be successful in life. But the ones that are out there listening to these calls with intent, taking notes, actually trying to learn from these calls, taking advantage of people with high net worths like Andy or Ken or Stefan or me or whatever that are talking, you will be successful. It's inevitable. Success leaves clues. I've said this shit many times. So if you follow in the footsteps of those that have gone before you, guess what? Most likely you'll get up there too. So it all starts with production, okay? If you're not producing consistently, that's where you need to start. If you're a new guy, I mean, fuck, 5, you know, it makes sense. Like, oh man, I'm not there yet. That's okay, but you'll get there. You just gotta keep going. For people that are veterans, especially leaders, someone needs to mute their phone. Thank you. Especially those guys that are veterans that have proven that they can make 15 in 3 weeks. We need you guys hitting 5 every week. The fact that sometimes you guys don't dilutes the standard. So it's important that as a company, we hold each other accountable to 5, man, 1 a day. You show up to the office on Monday and you didn't do 5, man, you should walk down with your head down, you know? I don't even want to look you in the eyes. You're over here disappointing me. Follow the 7 habits. You will be successful. Go out there and execute. Listen to what we tell you, and then you will have money. And money obviously solves a lot of problems. Once you have money and you're solving a lot of problems, someone mute their phone. I'm gonna tell you one more time, call it dirty. Mute your phone. Thanks. All right, follow the 7 habits. Go out there and execute at least 1 sale a day, at least. And even after you get your first sale, keep going, man. There's times where like, I'll get a sale at like 3 and it'll feel really good. If I would have just stopped at 3, then I wouldn't have made the other 2 at 5 o'clock. You know, sometimes the owners don't come until way later. So work those full days, follow the 7 habits, make the money, be the cornerstone for your family. And it all starts with your production. 1 a day keeps the bills away. So let's get paid, baby. So I'm gonna pass it on to Andy. I think he's gonna go over the high rollers. These are guys that are doing great things in the company. They're listening to what we're telling them to do. These are guys that if I was you guys and I'm not to par, I would like pull them aside when I see them at the office. I want to ask them questions like, dude, I mean, like, what do you do for your pitch? Dude, when you're looking for territory, what do you do? You know? be a student, and that's what's going to carry you to the next level if you're not there yet. So that's what I got for you guys.